Welcome back to the channel where reality hits harder than fiction. In today's body cam footage, officers respond to what looks like a normal call until everything goes sideways. From the first command to the final outcome, this is raw, uncut law enforcement in action. Let's get into it.
2025, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a gray Mercedes GLC flying down SR 408 near mile marker 13, doing over 90 miles per hour in a 60 zone. The windows were tinted dark, the radar confirmed 92 miles per hour, and when the trooper tried to pull it over, the driver hit the gas. That's when the chase began, and it escalated fast.
1033 traffic, 1541 westbound, 11 mile marker, 408, 1031 over the vehicle.
I'll say they feel like each other.
Conditions, moderate traffic, 100 miles an hour, right lane. Utility vehicle 2020 model expires 10/31 of 25.
The Mercedes tore through westbound traffic at up to 135 miles per hour, weaving between cars, cutting people off, and nearly causing multiple crashes. But the suspect made the mistake and slammed into the concrete barrier.
Hold on, Mario. Go when he stops. Signal 4 at Mayo. Keep going. All right, get ready for phone call. 54 pointed if you can. Hold on, Mario. Hold on. Hold me, stop. Hey, stay back, stay back. Get back in the car. Get back in the car. Get back in the car. Come on. Come on, get back in the car. Hey, stop right there.
The driver, identified as Darius Demetrius Lowe, was quickly taken into custody after a short foot chase. He was already on inmate release for fleeing law enforcement causing serious injury or death. During the arrest, Lowe admitted to having illegal drugs and attempted to ditch a bag of pills, later confirmed as fentanyl. Troopers also found $4,000 in cash separated into smaller bundles and 2 baggies of suspected marijuana inside the car. Lowe now faces multiple felony charges, including fleeing and eluding, possession of a controlled substance, and drug trafficking, with troopers requesting no bond. 2023, a Toyota was spotted speeding well over the limit. When a trooper tried to make a stop, the driver briefly slowed, then took off. Additional units were alerted, and soon Trooper Tanner joined the pursuit alongside fellow troopers, ready to bring it to an end.
I'm saying now, he's traveling off the road. I'm out with a 25. Yeah, I'm headed to it.
The trooper attempted 2 pit maneuvers, but the suspect kept going. What he didn't know, at the time, was that those 2 attempts were just the beginning of a relentless series of pits still to come. Now you might think that was the end, but you'd be wrong. The suspect recovered once again and kept fleeing, but Trooper Tanner, fueled by determination, caught up fast, and this time he wasn't letting the suspect slip away. The suspect was pulled from the vehicle and arrested, but that final hit from the trooper, that felt personal. He was taken into custody without further incident and hit with a long list of charges he won't be forgetting anytime soon.
On January 20th, 2020, while on patrol, a Georgia Highway Patrol officer spotted a vehicle tearing down the road at a dangerously high speed. When the officer turned on the siren to pull him over, the driver slammed the gas, fleeing into a heart-pounding chase across multiple roads.
And GSP, Daniel, if you can, let GSP take the lead when they catch up. Tempo, I'm clear. Still going, bullet, still going. Let GSP take it. Tempo. Alright, bullet, GSP has the lead now.
After a short distance, the bike suddenly blew a tire, causing the rider to lose control and run off the road. Miraculously, he regained his composure and sped back onto the road, as if nothing had slowed him down. But then the police performed a series of pit stops, forcing the bike off the road and to a stop.
About that goddamn house. Wait, 201. Where's he at? Get out of there! Get your hand! Get out of there! Get out of there! Get your ass out of there! Get on the foot ground. I got you. He bit him on the leg. Stand up. Put your feet on him. Man, got on that Stand up. You fucking ran, you can walk.
The vehicle screeched to a halt, and the driver bolted into the woods, leaving the passengers behind. Minutes later, police closed in, subduing and arresting him. The two passengers were also taken into custody, and all three were hauled off to Bullock County Jail, the chase finally over.
On September 15, 2024, A Florida Highway Patrol officer spotted a car speeding across the Gandy Bridge at a dangerous speed, weaving in and out of traffic in the dark. As the stoplight flashed, the driver stepped on the gas, sparking a tense chase.
We're about halfway down to signal 16. We're stopped.
Closing in on the suspects, officers executed a series of precise pit maneuvers, sending the car crashing into the guardrail and bringing it to a dead stop. Within seconds, police swarmed in, arresting both the driver and passenger without further struggle. They were later booked into the Pinellas County Jail on multiple serious charges.
On January 18, 2021, Sacramento Sheriff deputies spotted an SUV parked in an alley behind a business near Arden Way and Avondale Avenue. The vehicle matched the description of a recently reported stolen car. When deputies instructed the driver to exit the vehicle, the suspect refused, instead accelerating and fleeing the scene, sparking a high-speed pursuit. The suspect managed to navigate out of the residential area and began driving recklessly, weaving through traffic at high speeds in a desperate attempt to evade capture. His erratic maneuvers endangered everyone on the road, intensifying the pursuit.
31 and 20, 10, 22.
There was other cars not able to get a hit there. Guys are pretty green. Pretty bad at regular rig. Start 3 north road. Northbound now.
Copy.
Alright, so we are westbound on Hurley through the red.
Long red light against the vehicle description is a Volt Chevrolet.
Meanwhile, the suspect's tire was deflated by a spike strip deployed by deputies, significantly impacting the dynamics of the chase. With a damaged tire, the suspect's ability to maintain control at high speeds was compromised, making it increasingly difficult to evade law enforcement.
And car is continuing now. So southbound even, and now we're turning into Jellicksville. Go straight through westbound. Hey, number 1 unit, get him good. she's about 400 pounds. I don't think she's running. Took 400 pounds on the horse track on the south side. Westbound.
The suspect's vehicle began falling apart with pieces flying off as it struggled to maintain speed and control. At this point, it was clear that there was nothing the suspect could do to evade the multiple patrol cars closing in on him. The pursuit was nearing its inevitable conclusion. After crashing into a fence, the suspect remained inside the vehicle and refused to exit, despite commands from officers. Suddenly, the suspect opened fire at the officers, leading to an intense exchange of gunfire. Officers returned fire, eventually forcing the suspect to surrender. Tragically, one officer was struck during the shootout and later succumbed to their injuries at the hospital. The suspect was taken into custody, marking a grim and somber end to this dangerous pursuit.
In June 2023, a dramatic chase unfolded in Brazil between police and a motorcycle thief. The pursuit intensified as the suspect drove recklessly through a residential area, putting bystanders at risk. The vehicle was speeding recklessly through the streets, taking sharp corners dangerously, and putting the lives of pedestrians and local residents at serious risk. Despite repeated warnings from the police, the suspect showed no intention of stopping and became even more reckless. At such high speeds, a single mistake could have been fatal. The chase came to an end when the vehicle lost control on a curve, narrowly avoiding a collision with another car. Police swiftly apprehended the suspect and took him into custody to face the corresponding charges.
On February 20th, 2024, Trooper Ferris was conducting routine patrol when he was notified about a stolen truck on the move. The truck, a blue Chevrolet, was flagged by a tag-reading camera as it passed through Lodi. After spotting the truck, Ferris attempted to pull it over, but the driver had other plans, accelerating away in an attempt to flee, and the chase was on.
Directly behind it.
10-4.
Jack's going head on into other traffic. Jack is traveling going out of the southbound lane. He's crossing back. Again.
After swerving into oncoming traffic and narrowly avoiding disaster, that's when another trooper took over the pursuit, now as the primary unit, and tried to execute a pit maneuver to bring the chase to a stop. Despite several pit maneuver attempts, the troopers couldn't bring the suspect to a stop. The high-speed chase stretched on for over 20 minutes, with the suspect reaching speeds of over 110 miles per hour. Troopers were doing everything they could to catch up, but the suspect kept pushing ahead. Then, after 20 minutes, the suspect lost a tire. Losing that tire drastically impacted the vehicle's ability to keep going at those speeds, giving the troopers the opening they needed to end the chase as quickly as possible.
I think you're going to try to stick him again. Okay, so lay off yourself. Right front's out. It's smoking. Hey, you'll be there from the driver. Street 2, stay low down, 65. Now he's going right there. I can't see him. I have to maximum temper breakdown. Speed is slow. 67. Guys driving 200, they got top sticks.
Troopers and deputies quickly moved in, arresting both the driver and passenger without incident. The driver was later identified and confirmed to be unlicensed, and he was taken to Nassau County Jail. A dangerous pursuit finally brought to a safe end.
On August 1st, 2024, Florida Highway Patrol troopers spotted a stolen black GMC Denali from Broward County racing through traffic on I-95 in Miami. Dade behind the wheel was a man currently on probation for a prior fugitive conviction, adding another layer of tension to an already volatile situation.
We're going to be eastbound. 23. I believe it's signal for the vehicle right now. All right, towards the turnpike. He's going 12 whiskey. Now going on the turnpike, signal 4 versus a truck, and we got to roll over. Going on the turnpike, signal 4 versus a truck, and we got to roll over.
The SUV barreled down the highway until it hit a curve, where the driver suddenly lost control and slammed into a truck. The impact caused the truck to flip and left the stolen Denali disabled in the roadway. Troopers moved in immediately, taking the suspect into custody without further incident. He was later booked into the Broward County Jail on multiple felony charges. On August 21st, 2024, while conducting routine patrol, an Arkansas State Police trooper observed a red BMW passenger vehicle traveling at an excessive rate of speed. The trooper promptly activated emergency lights and initiated a pursuit.
Trying to pull him over back on his. Kept slow rolling, slept rolling. Then when I walked into the car, pulled it off. People was doing this.
The pursuing officers eventually lost sight of the suspect vehicle and made the decision to terminate the pursuit. Approximately 20 minutes later, the Little Rock Police Department located a crashed vehicle matching the description of the suspect's BMW. The driver had fled the scene on foot, but officers remained confident that his apprehension was imminent. On June 20th, 2024, the skies over Pocahontas were calm until police received a report of a stolen car from Walmart. The suspect, believed to be intoxicated, was spotted driving along Highway 63. Acting quickly, an off-duty officer identified the vehicle, and police soon activated their sirens, launching a high-speed chase. Police ordered her to stop, but she suddenly floored the gas, weaving through traffic, running red lights, and hitting 113 miles per hour in a 60 zone. Officers gave chase and executed a pit maneuver, sending the car spinning into a ditch, ending the wild pursuit in an instant. But what the suspect did next was shocking.
Just stop the car. Pull over so you don't get hurt, Sarah. Just stop the car. TVI, we're in the ditch. Sarah, show me your hands. Sarah! Sarah Bates, I know who you are. Show me your hands. Open the door and step out. Sarah, get over here, now. You see what I'm holding? Listen to me. Get over here. Turn around. Get down on your knees. Face down, on the ground. Lay down like an airplane. Arms out. out to your side. If you cannot afford an attorney, the court will appoint you an attorney, no cost to you. If you decide to answer questions at this time, you may do so. If at any point in time during questioning you'd like to stop and ask for an attorney present for any further questions or ask or answers, you may do that as well. Do you understand your rights as I've read them to you, sir?
Cornered, Sarah Bates staggered forward, clearly intoxicated. She was read her Miranda rights, but only shook her head, muttering, "I don't understand." A search confirmed she was driving under the influence with a suspended license, among other violations. She was booked into the Lawrence County Jail on multiple felony charges. On July 4th, 2025, an emergency call went out as Little Rock police began pursuing a black Chevrolet Tahoe on I-430, suspecting the driver was impaired. The reckless vehicle slammed into another car before speeding off into the night, triggering a breathtaking chain of events. Near Clearwater, the pursuing officer made the final move, a precise pit maneuver that sent the Tahoe out of control and brought it to a complete stop. Once the vehicle was immobilized, the suspect was quickly subdued and handed over to Little Rock police, who later booked him into the Pulaski County Jail on the appropriate charges. On February 9th, 2022, an Arkansas Highway Patrol officer on routine patrol spotted a red Ram 1500. The moment the officer moved to stop it, the driver slammed the gas, tearing away in a pulse-pounding escape that ignited a dangerous high-speed chase.
Come to me! Stop! Stop! Hey, I got one on the front. Hey, Brian, he's coming to you. All right, here. That's good to me.
After a brief but tense pursuit, police closed in and brought the red Ram 1500 to a stop. Officers swiftly arrested the driver, ending the chase without further incident. He was then taken into custody at the Arkansas jail, his high-speed escape finally over. On July 30th, 2025, Officer Tyler Riles observed a white Ford F-250 driving the wrong way and repeatedly crossing the center line in a reckless manner. As Riles activated his hazard lights and moved in to intervene, the truck abruptly swerved into the Hobby Lobby parking lot, appearing to come to a stop. but in an instant the driver hit the gas and sped off, igniting a high-speed chase.
I'm with him, 1037. I'll be calling it. We're north on JFK. That's it. The people are blocked. Traffic is moderate, but they are yielding. North on JFK, 5500 block. Gonna be Curie, speed 70. Clear, clear. Sorry, they're off at 10.
Despite the heavy traffic, the driver continued to behave with extreme recklessness, racing at high speeds, weaving between vehicles, and putting countless innocent motorists in danger.
Speed 100, light traffic. He is moving in and out.
Still north on 107. Past Stone Hills Parkway, going up on Soto, speed 90. Light traffic. Green, clear.
Still northbound on 107, past the Jacksonville cutoff. Speed 30, moderate traffic, however, they are yielding. Keep weaving in and out. If you could notify county. Looks like Sherman had spikes, however, they were in effect. It's still north on 107, coming up to that red, speed 90, light traffic.
Despite the heavy traffic, the driver continued to behave with extreme recklessness, racing at high speeds, weaving between vehicles, and putting countless innocent motorists in danger.
Speed could be 85. We just saw one vehicle going off the roadway. It's going to be a gray. Well, it's coming. We'll come back to it. Still north on 107, coming up Crazier Drive, speed 95. Breakout, Airport Station 107, Airport Station 107.
Airport Station 107.
Airport Station 107, let's go.
Shut up! You want to run like that? Stand by.
The chase came to a dramatic end when the driver crashed through the base's steel gate and slammed into a concrete barrier. The truck was mangled, yet the driver managed to climb out and flee on foot. Officers pursued, deploying a taser to bring him down and take him into custody. The suspect, identified as Zachary Brinson, now faces multiple related charges. On April 6, 2022, while on routine patrol, an Arkansas state trooper spotted a Dodge Charger Hellcat blazing by at nearly twice the speed limit. Without hesitation, the officer hit the siren and launched into a high-speed pursuit. The driver, pushing dangerously high speeds, ignored repeated commands to stop, showing complete disregard for the law. Then, in a sudden moment of opportunity, officers closed in and executed a precise pit maneuver, forcing the vehicle out of control and bringing it to a halt.
You gotta put your hands straight up, Will! Hands straight up! You better get on your face right here on this concrete. Hurry up! Good people going down. You don't have a car like that, you don't want to drive it, bud. Appreciate it, guys. Radio, you can get through. Calm down, call me, please. Careful, careful. Stand up.
Once the vehicle came to a stop, officers moved in without hesitation and took the driver into custody without further incident. He was later booked into the Arkansas State Prison on multiple felony charges. Let this be a reminder: obey the law and don't follow in his footsteps. On the morning of January 31st, 2024, what began as a routine day on I-75 in Lee County, Florida, quickly erupted into a high-stakes chase. A police officer received a report of a stolen white Nissan Rogue reportedly carrying an AK-style rifle. Moments later, officers spotted the vehicle and launched a pursuit. The Nissan Rogue tore through traffic at speeds reaching 130 miles per hour, weaving recklessly across 3 lanes on I-75. As the driver swerved back toward the center line, officers executed a precise pit maneuver, sending the car spinning with smoke rising from the tires. It seemed the chase had reached its decisive moment. On March 10, 2020, a Georgia Highway Patrol officer received an emergency call about a pursuit on GA-21 near Interstate 95. A Chevrolet Traverse SUV was fleeing at dangerous speeds, ignoring traffic signals and putting pedestrians at risk. The officer promptly located the vehicle and launched a high-speed pursuit.
I'm gonna set up the pit. Just bit him. Looks like he regained it though. We'll be southbound again, coming up to the 102.
Roger,
the guard. Run into the guard. Just past 102. He's gonna push bond. 1080 on foot.
What direction do you want?
He just crossed over a bit. Sounds like there ain't no way I passed him. Keep going. Huh? Yeah, hold on. Go back here. Go to my car. Excuse me. Oh, shit. Can you cross this? Can you step over this? Hang on. All right. Careful.
After a brief chase, officers used pit maneuvers to stop Malik McCauley's car. He fled on foot into traffic but was quickly caught. A search of the vehicle revealed a large stash of marijuana. McCauley was booked into Chatham County Jail on multiple felony charges. On November 26, 2024, an off-duty Florida Highway Patrol officer observed a Dodge Ram truck traveling at a high rate of speed. The officer activated his hazard lights in an attempt to stop the vehicle, but the driver ignored the signal, prompting a pursuit. The vehicle was observed weaving in and out of traffic at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour, creating a dangerous situation for other motorists on the roadway. The officer recognized the immediate threat to public safety and sought to end the pursuit as quickly as possible to protect everyone involved. As the pursuit continued onto the 7-mile bridge, the driver suddenly stopped the vehicle, exited, and jumped into the water below. Within minutes, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office rescue team arrived on the scene, retrieved the suspect from the water, and took him into custody. He was later transported to jail and charged accordingly.
With it. They're coming straight at me right now.
On July 19, 2025, while on patrol, an Arkansas Highway Patrol officer spotted a car tearing through streets at high speed, leaving chaos in its wake. The officer reported the incident and gave chase, but the driver slammed the gas, sparking a tense pursuit across multiple roads.
Elmwood. 1037 with it. They're coming straight at me right now. Alert started 1016, multiple rollovers.
1020.
Nelson Elmwood. I don't know if it got out. He foot bailed after he rolled over. I deployed my taser over 1015.
10-4, are you good?
I'm 10-4. When he ran around me, he was going through a yard. When he hit the roadway, he rolled over.
The car raced down the road before losing control and colliding with the patrol vehicle, flipping over in the process. The driver attempted to flee but was swiftly subdued by police and later booked into Craighead County Jail on multiple felony charges. On June 1st, 2024, a Florida Highway Patrol officer on patrol observed a silver vehicle traveling with an illegally tinted windshield. The officer initiated a traffic stop, but as soon as the vehicle came to a stop and the officer approached, the driver suddenly accelerated and fled the scene, initiating a high-speed pursuit. Despite repeated warnings from officers, the driver continued to operate the vehicle recklessly, creating a serious public safety hazard. Such blatant disregard for the law will be addressed through the appropriate criminal and traffic proceedings. Officers attempted a pit maneuver to stop the fleeing vehicle, but the effort was unsuccessful. The driver managed to regain control and continued accelerating in an attempt to evade law enforcement. However, subsequent actions by the pursuing officers ultimately brought the chase to an end. Finally, after a precise maneuver disabled the vehicle, officers made contact with the driver and successfully took him into custody. The driver, identified as Carlos Castellanos, was transported to the county jail to face multiple related charges. On April 16, 2021, during patrol, a Georgia road officer spotted a car racing down the highway. When the officer activated the siren to pull it over, the driver slammed the gas pedal and fled, sparking a high-speed chase across multiple roads. The driver raced dangerously through multiple roads, failing to slow even at intersections. Just a short distance later, the car lost control on a curve and flipped. Police quickly arrived, pulled him from the wreck, and rushed him to the hospital. He was later identified as Joey Hembry and, once treated, was booked into Madison County Jail.
Anybody? You see anybody?
Give me out there.
We're gonna bust this window, okay? Keep your eyes closed.
Think this ends better or? Oh, I got He's moaning, that's out. He's moaning, but he's pulled it up.
He took a good dump off the bike.
Yeah. He's pulled it up for...
In April 2023, while on patrol, an Arkansas Highway Patrol officer spotted a speeding vehicle. When the officer activated the siren, the driver refused to stop and accelerated instead. The chase didn't last long, but it ended in disaster. The police performed a pit maneuver, causing the car to lose control for a moment. However, the driver quickly regained control and sped away. A few minutes later, as the car rounded a corner, it suddenly lost control and rolled off the road and stopped.
It's rolled over. Underneath, spring here.
of 40 West.
As soon as the wrecked car came to a halt, officers rushed in from all sides, surrounding the vehicle in seconds. The driver was pulled out and taken into custody without further struggle. He now faces multiple felony charges behind bars in an Arkansas jail.
Hij stopt. Moment. Ja, blijf. Hij gaat weer rijden.
In January 2024, while on patrol, local police spotted a Mercedes AMG speeding down the road. Without hesitation, they switched on the sirens and attempted to pull the car over. Instead of stopping, however, the driver slammed on the accelerator and took off, sparking a thrilling high-speed chase through multiple streets.
Dan pakt de vluchtstrook. Misschien 1100 meter op doen.
Ja, hij zou met behoorlijk hoge snelheid gaan. Zie dat die snelheid bijna bij ons. Dat gaan we niet redden. LE 1109, bijstand op 23 met OC.
Ja, graag de 507 of in ieder geval de verkeerseenheid richting de 16. We rijden nu net soms even voorbij. Graag schakelen hier op 01 over.
Hij stopt. Moment. Ja, blijf. Hij gaat weer rijden.
The driver sped away at top speed, weaving through busy traffic and putting everyone around in serious danger. After a short distance, the suspect's high speed caused the police to lose sight of the vehicle, but they were able to identify him soon after. Later, officers located and arrested the suspect without further incident.
Rotonde rechtdoor, richting Oudenbosch. Huidige snelheid 160 km per uur.
Hij is rechts.
Ja, hij is rechts. Al heeft hij voor rechts gekozen, afrit Breda-West. Afrit Breda-West, onderaan
Korting binnen boven bij de deur.
Politie openmaken, dan wordt je deur eruit geramd. Politie!
Rustig.
Aangehouden.
Definitief onze verdachte, jongens.
Artikel 5a en 9 van de Wegenverkeerswet op bevel van officier van justitie aanhouding buiten heterdaad. Die achtervolgingen van vandaag.
Ik heb geen idee waar je het over